What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Franny's back! MTV's Francesca Ramsey has emerged from her cave to take shots at fellow YouTubers, including PewDiePie, and it is epic. Now, if you were watching YouTube back in 2016, there was a space that now is called the Skeptics space. I watched a few of the people in there and responding to, say, feminist videos was a whole huge platform. It was booming. There were channels that grew to hundreds of thousands of subscribers just responding to some of the videos by Francesca Ramsey or Lacey Green or people like this. Now, their channels languished relatively low subscriber numbers, but responding to them was booming. Every time they put out a new video, people eagerly anticipated 5 to 10 of their favorite YouTubers responding to it. Well, Francesca Ramsey has returned to YouTube in a way simply to tear down PewDiePie. Of course, you saw her tweet out here. Never forget that this guy's anti-Semitic joke triggered the YouTube Adpocalypse, which ended a lot of small channels and made it harder for everyone to monetize their vids, but especially marginalized creators. Oh, it's so bad. Please come back to YouTube, Franny. Please, 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 please. In just one sentence, there is so much incredibly wrong with this statement, so much fake victimhood. It is unbelievable. First of all, PewDiePie's joke necessarily was it the joke that sparked the Adpocalypse? I don't believe so. What it was every mainstream media outlet blowing it out of proportion and basically bullying the advertisers to pull out. I have advertisers that I work with. For many of you, you asked what my day job is. Well, I run a search marketing agency. I run paid search ads for a couple of Fortune 500 companies. And I remember at this time getting emails from the New York Times about this, bullying us, telling us to pull ads off YouTube or pull ads off the content network. And what they would do is they would include one of our ads running on an overlay on like a naughty video, like a conservative. And they would say, are you sure is this where you want to spend your money? And of course, I replied to it with a hearty get effed, but many corporations got scared. They got worried. They're like, well, if I'm Coca-Cola, I don't want to do that. By the way, almost all of these people have returned to YouTube nonetheless. Also, how exactly did this affect, as you put it, marginalized creators any differently than anyone else? You can create YouTube videos without ever showing your face on camera. There's no option as an advertiser that I can tell you to put my ads specifically on a group of people's videos. For example, I can't just say run my ads only on black creators. I can't say just run my my advertising dollars on gay creators. There are no segments that I know in the YouTube marketing budget or targeting tools that allow me to do that. So this part is just verifiably incorrect. Now he's rewarded with an exclusive contract with YouTube. La 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 la. Well, and by the way, 18,000 retweets, 79,000 likes. First of all, he isn't rewarded with it. He earned it, Francesca Ramsey. See, here's something that a lot of these people don't understand. You don't just get handed things very often in life. You have to earn them. And they'll look at somebody like PewDiePie and say, well, he just got it because he's white. Even though, you know, he's got thousands of videos on YouTube and he's been at it for over a decade, consistently uploading daily for years. He's grinded. He's constantly molded his game style. He's changed the way he does his videos, the topics he's covered. He's been at the forefront, the bleeding edge of what's popular on YouTube for almost a decade. That is why he's successful. He knows, he keeps an ear to the ground. He knows what's funny. He knows what people are into, and he adapts and he overcomes all obstacles in his way, which is why I respect him so greatly. Sure, I didn't watch his Minecraft videos. That wasn't for me, but I still respect the hustle. I respect the understanding the YouTube algorithm. I respect understanding what's popular in pop culture. And the fact that he is not only able to follow these trends, but create them is why he is so respected among creators who understand real, recognize real, not, oh, he's white, so it's so easy for him. She goes on to say, I'm hesitant to say that I'll never return to YouTube, but this is one of the many reasons I decline invites to be part of their projects. Oh, I'm sure YouTube wants a total nobody who was mildly popular 5 years ago. They're real desperate for Francesca Ramsey to come back to their platform. The only person that's desperate for you to come back is Andy Worski. This is one of the many reasons I decline invites, especially because they think some folks should work for free. Are you calling them slave owners? Let me tell you something, Franny. We all work for free on YouTube. It's a rare occasion when we do get ads, but YouTube's consuming our videos free of charge. And before you have monetization, you're not getting paid. YouTube's not paying you a salary to be here. And by the way, PewDiePie could have went anywhere. YouTube signed him to an exclusivity deal so he wouldn't stream on a competitor. You get that, right? He's got 100 million subscribers, 10 million active users. If he goes to Mixer, that's a huge deal. If he goes to Twitch, that's a huge deal, especially when YouTube is pushing so hard to get all of its creators to stream because, well, they make far more money from that. Remember, they take like 30% of super chats. And unfortunately, the way the advertising rules are set up, live streaming is still probably the most profitable thing I can do. And knowing that YouTube takes such a huge cut is depressing. And then she goes, worth resharing. Hi, I'm currently taking a break from Twitter, but I wanted to share the email that YouTube just sent creators contracts with regards to Gay Wonk, whatever his name is, has bravely chosen to speak out against. So this is somebody that, by the way, YouTube that thinks PewDiePie bad because Adpocalypse, but Carlos Maza good, even though he caused another Adpocalypse, right? He demonetized many creators on this platform. So she writes this, hey, my apologies on the delayed reply. Unfortunately, I won't be attending tomorrow's event, but I wanted to send you a personal message with my reasoning for declining the invitation. As a heads up, I've copied a number of Google and YouTube employees I've had the pleasure with working with over the year. By the way, why do you have these connections? Over the past decade, YouTube has been a part of my life, career, and success, from reporting at the 2008 Emmys, being part of the Next Up class in 2011, so nothing in 20 years. Congratulations, all right? YouTube's been good to me. I'm eternally grateful for their opportunities YouTube has afforded me, relationships it's fostered. Yeah, you built your whole career. Despite all those impressive things, YouTube has consistently fallen short when it comes to dealing with the bad behavior on the platform. For the past 6 years, I've dealt with a constant stream of meanies from other creators who continue to monetize their slanderous content and use abhorrent, look at all the buzzwords she's seen in here. I have sent countless emails over the years detailing the words I don't like, asking for support. When a prominent creator threatened to snuggle me, nothing was done. When the same creator live streamed himself playing songs, is this about Andy? I think this is about Andy. Creators manipulate, so this is somebody who's also calling for, her own form of Adpocalypse. That's what she wants. And it's popular to dunk on PewDiePie. And then you say, muting this because I have work to do and no interest in arguing about a clearly documented pattern of unchecked and rewarded bigotry. Meaning, I'm going to say what I want to say and I'm going to plug my ears. I don't want to hear any counter arguments. Speaking of PewDiePie, he's still getting articles like this from Dave Thier. PewDiePie signs deals with YouTube despite his history of all these bad things. Yes, PewDiePie had a ill-advised joke, and he said the gamer word, which I disavow. I don't believe that PewDiePie has any inherent problems with black people, but obviously he knows better than to be spouting that word in front of, I don't know, 100,000 people or whatever the case was at the time. Anyway, you're still getting these ridiculous hit pieces. The streaming battle continues as platforms like Twitch and Mixer do their best to snatch up bankable stars, as establish themselves as the destination for a new era of live stream as a dominant form of entertainment. It seems to be like YouTube is going with the devil it knows. Felix Schellberg just inked an exclusive live streaming deal with the platform where he has been the most successful individual creator for years. Yeah, who could imagine why he's done that? Who could imagine why YouTube paid him? But it doesn't stop you from spinning this into another hate piece. But I'll leave you on a lighter note with PewDiePie. PewDiePie roasts Apple for their product designs. PewDiePie has continued to dominate YouTube, boasting over 104 million subscribers. Viewer can't seem to get enough of the sweet's hot takes. During the latest episode, the entertainer hilariously took shots at Apple and explained why he thinks some of the creations have questionable design choices. The YouTuber is reacting to Reddit forum, and he stumbled across a submission about the MacBook Pro. He found the product's wheel design hilarious, as the video showed the device rolling away. The wheels on the new MacBook Pro don't even have locks. They cost $550, he said, breaking into laughter. He then sarcastically said, I love this because it's Apple. You know, you open their products designed in California. They wouldn't put manufactured in China. Pewds continued to roast, well done, Californians. You did it. That looks like garbage. It looks so flippin' ugly. First off, the logo's too big. There's no style, he joked. This wasn't the first time YouTuber hit out at the Cupertino-based company, as later in the video he mocked the weird mouse product, calling it the epitome of bad design. Apple's on the forefront of crappy designs. They can't keep getting away with it, he comically yelled. He joked, just stop buying Apple. It's not that hard. Hey, I'm an Android for lifer. I would never judge anybody who enjoys their Apple products. You're welcome to have, you can choose form over function any day of the week. That's your right. But, you know, I wish there were a third option. I wish it wasn't just Apple or Android. So let's get a third party in there to push the design instead of this manufactured obsolescence that you get in the cell phones for both companies, forcing us to buy a new $700 phone every 2 years. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.